Returning from her night shift as a security guard, a young mom unknowingly brought home an evil presence that would soon terrorize her family. The mother's phone shook as she captured her child's balloon this February.
It's doing it again. It stopped.
What had frightened her so badly? Why such fear over a floating balloon? Rachel has noticed a pattern that sends chills down her spine. The balloon always navigates to the basement entrance and waits there, except when her son Andrew approaches.
Andrew.
Then it floats inside, beckoning him to follow. Sure, air currents could push a balloon around. But why does it consistently pause at the same spot near the open cellar? From any starting point in the house, it follows an identical path before freezing in place. This time it floats down the basement stairs, which was the first time it had been doing that, beckoning him to follow.
The basement door again.
New footage from a recent evening shows something even more disturbing.
Quiet! Quiet!
Around 9:30 p.m., the balloon glided up the staircase directly toward Rachel without hesitation. At the top step, it froze in midair. It hung suspended and motionless. Their dogs paced nervously in the background, growling at the unnatural sight. Common sense told the family to dispose of the balloon, yet their son threw tantrums at the suggestion, choosing to wait it out. This decision would soon haunt them. Just 48 hours later, Rachel faced her worst nightmare. While home alone, in the darkness, her camera caught a glimpse of something lurking at the top of the stairs. Partially hidden by the doorframe stood what appeared to be a forehead. Her heart raced as she realized what she was seeing. the top of a face, with eyes peering out from below, though something about its appearance has left both Rachel and her husband deeply disturbed. The sighting left Rachel paralyzed with fear. Any lingering doubts about strange basement activity vanished instantly. She became convinced that an intruder, whether human or something else, had taken up residence below their feet. Could this explain the balloon's bizarre behavior? Had something been luring their son downstairs all along? Rachel immediately locked the basement and refuses to unlock it. Without answers, the family remains on edge, wondering what exactly has invaded their home.
The following clip was sent by Adrian, and it was apparently shared by a channel called Secret Guides, which is a place where paranormal investigations are being shared with their viewers. In that particular case, the owner states that this was shot by a man who was doing a walk around in his house. It seems to involve a poltergeist manifestation even.
Right here, I think. It's coming from the cupboard.
He hears unexplainable knocking from the cupboard when right behind him.
What is that?
Something turns on the television.
Right, you saw that. The TV just turned itself on. Right, that sounded like it was coming from the bathroom. Look. What, this room here, completely empty.
Then things starting to be thrown around.
Bathroom. And there's nothing. Where did that even come from? What is that? Shadow. What is... Oh god, you saw that, right? That looked like a human. There's no one here. Literally no one here.
A shadow then is walking across the floor. Almost looks a little bit too good to be true, in my opinion. And more like a person in a blanket.
What is that? Oh, the tap's turned on. The tap has turned itself on.
Just a really bad hoax? Let me know, guys.
See, this is what I get all the time.
Mandy is a mom living in a quiet area with her 2 boys, and she started to hear strange noises and voices in her yard. She decided to set up cameras to figure out what was going on. And one night, the cameras caught something creepy happening. Even though she couldn't see anything on the cameras, Mandy heard spooky sounds like whistling and scratching. She even heard a voice asking to come inside. Mandy got really scared, especially when the noises seemed to be near her son's room.
gotta change it. It's all wet. Maybe I have to. It's all wet, sweetie. I'm sorry, but you didn't should have the dance. Some the dance. I know, that was really in the dance. I know. I tried giving you the bubbles. You wouldn't take the bubbles. Now you have nothing for bubbles. No bubbles for what now? No bubbles for you now. I'm not giving you bubbles now.
Hey,
Oh,
it's a little bubble for you.
I'm just getting another bottle.
Later she heard a voice saying, "I see you, and you're mine now." Then something terrifying showed up on the camera in her son's room. A pale face looking in through the window. Mandy was worried sick about her son's safety, and the cameras outside also caught a strange figure on the roof, which made her call the police. But when they searched her house, they didn't find anything. Now she's scared about what might happen to her son and frustrated that nobody seems to be taking her seriously. Until she knows more, the danger remains a mystery. In this video, our security guard's attention was drawn to something unusual on the property, an empty school bus that wasn't quite as empty as it should have been.
Look at that. Look at the children playing. Look at that. Let's see. Let's investigate. An empty bus. Empty bus.
The guard spotted what appeared to be shadowy figures moving inside the parked vehicle. These dark shapes seemed to be moving like children, darting back and forth between the seats. Despite a thorough investigation, no one has been able to explain what caused these mysterious shadows. What makes this even more puzzling is that the bus was completely locked up and secured at the time. What do you think happened here? This short clip was aired by a Mexican TV channel who was showing this interview at the time, in which the man to the left was telling the audience about his work. What's quite mysterious is the misty object in the background that captured the attention of several viewers.
Casi 10 meses buscando a alguien que lo quisiera recibir y no fue posible. Un comprador y pues terminó.
It is really hard to make out what we are looking at here. Some say it does look like the outlines of a hovering human. Others believe it just to be a strange light reflection from somewhere. What's your idea? Let's revisit the unsettling case of Tristan, who has dedicated his account to documenting the haunting he's experienced over the past 2 years. Often when he's home alone, he hears disembodied footsteps echoing around him, along with eerie bangs and knocks that seem to come from within the walls. For a few weeks, the activity in his apartment quieted down, leading him to believe that the disturbances had finally ceased. However, this calm was short-lived. One day, Tristan suddenly heard a clear knocking sound coming from his bathroom. When he swung open the door, he found no one inside. Determined to prove there was no one hiding, he scanned the room thoroughly. But then, the ominous knocks began again, this time emanating from his second bathroom. He opened that door too, only to discover once more that he was alone. Just 3 days later, while trying to fall asleep, loud bangs erupted throughout his apartment. Instantly alert, he grabbed his phone to record the incident. As he captured the moment, the banging grew louder and more aggressive as he walked toward the hallway. He recorded the living room, dining room, and kitchen, but there was still no one in sight. Tristan's experiences raise unsettling questions. What could be causing these disturbances, and will they ever come to an end? During her shift at a small chapel, a night guard began hearing unsettling sounds from the darkness. She pulled out her phone and started recording, not realizing that as she filmed herself, something was watching her from the shadows. It wasn't until she reviewed the footage later that she spotted it, a sinister figure observing her silently from the blackness. The video quickly spread online, with many viewers convinced she had accidentally captured evidence of a demonic entity. The guard herself remained shaken by what appeared in her footage that night, leaving us to wonder what exactly was lurking in that sacred space after hours. patient in the ECU unit felt that he also was not alone that night. He couldn't exactly say what was going on, but he saw strange shadows in the corner of his eyes. That's when he decided to just keep his phone recording. There is a fleet shadow making it through the room right in front of his bed. A shadow visitor, perhaps? This was shared by two urban explorers who were exploring a supposedly old haunted hospital today. They came across something crazy.
어디였어요?
원래 병원에 계셨던 거세요?
네, 저 원래 몸이 안 좋아서. 근데 지금 사람들이 다 없어졌어요.
그래서 어디 간 거예요?
저도 방금 깼어요. 원래 병원에 계셨어요? 네? 저기요!
Is it possible that somebody played a prank on them? Or who or what were those people in the hallways?
This video was sent by Brian and was captured on a security camera that was overseeing a stretch of road in Bolivia, and for some reason it had captured the attention of one of the security guards that was on his shift one night this August. There seemed to be a person walking at night, but something wasn't right. What could he mean by that? Let's see.
Es un suceso que me pasa ayer en la noche, a eso de las 10:30 de la noche, 22:40. Ahí estoy yo. Ahí clarito se ve una formita que ella está caminando. Aparece de ella bajito. Esto está grabado por mis cámaras de videoseguridad que dan hacia la calle. Fíjense cómo camina. Y yo estoy ahí, ¿no? Yo estoy ahí viendo, lo estoy hablando por teléfono, lo estoy viendo. Y estoy quedándome queriendo grabarlo, pero no puedo. Y se mete a la casa. Lleva como un poncho.
It tells us that this is a really weird capture, since people are normally not out on the streets that late during lockdown. And besides this being wearing a black jacket, it also seems to be suddenly stopping in its tracks, then standing there for a brief moment before proceeding to walk. It also looks like it's morphing between shapes, which looks quite unreal. What's your explanation for this? Just a camera glitch? Or did he capture something else here? I couldn't say.
This clip was uploaded by FrostmareTV, and it certainly is very strange. It seems to have been taken from a CCTV in some sort of gravel yard or maybe a construction site. The CCTV picks up a bizarre shadow figure that appears to be floating through the yard. If you look closely, you can make out what appears to be a head and even two arms. It also seems that some dogs in the area have noticed the figure as well. They look to be running and barking towards whatever it is that is floating through. Things get even stranger though as it moves up towards the road. It seems to become more and more human-like. This is definitely a very mysterious video. What could possibly explain this odd capture? Do you think this is truly a ghostly spirit caught on the CCTV?
On a trip to an old castle, namely the Hearst Castle in Hampshire, Tony Ferguson caught a really creepy looking thing peeking out of one of the windows. He states, "While we were there, I really felt like something was following me from room to room, but your mind can play tricks on you, so I tried to ignore it. But when I watched the video back, I was shocked. It's quite a scary looking figure. I didn't see the figure until I watched the footage back. Now, what could he come up with?" It clearly looks like an apparition is stepping forward into the window, and we can almost make out an eye. Was it maybe a former prisoner's spirit? If it wasn't an apparition, what else could it have been? It certainly was no employee. Let me know what you guys think. Tony is sure that he even could capture another apparition, moments after asking the spirit world to please manifest in the window if anything is there with him. So, what do we think about that one? Just another confirmation for paranormal energy. This video was sent by Justine Lauert, and she tells me that it was recorded in a store in Asia. The owners noticed after reviewing their CCTV camera that there was a lady in front of their store, appearing out of nowhere and seemingly teleporting around. It is specifically said that there are no cuts during those frames, or that it is possible the camera glitched. So if that would be true, how is it possible then? Then the lady is just staring for a couple of moments. But what is really odd is a red thing appearing right behind her. Is it just a car? The owners were quite unsure about that. If it would just be her standing there walking around, it could be due to mental illness. But all of that other stuff, the apparition, the teleporting, isn't it pretty weird? This whole incident goes on for a little bit longer, and then that red apparition appears once more behind the lady. What exactly is going on here? Please share your thoughts in the comments with me. I'm actually pretty curious. Have you ever seen something like that? This recording stems from a security guard who just started at a new job site, and he captured something so creepy that he apparently quit shortly after this shift.
room.
A strange shadow can be seen, and it even gets more unsettling once the guard turns on the lights. He states that this was certainly something demonic. Would you agree? This next video was shared by a Reddit user who explains it wasn't his own footage. Instead, a friend working night shifts at a hospital sent it to him. In the footage she shared with her family's group chat, something can be seen moving and peeking from the end of the corridor. After she went to investigate what was causing the movement, she found nothing there. It's difficult to determine exactly what appears in the video. Many Reddit viewers believe it's something supernatural, with some claiming they can make out a face or even a full body in the footage. What makes this particularly unsettling is the clear movement captured on camera. Between the glimpse of what looks like hair moving by itself and the eerie emptiness of the hospital hallway at night, it's easy to understand why people suspect paranormal activity. Now we want to take another look at the case of Joker, which apparently also is living in a pretty haunted home and sees ghostly activity almost on the daily. And these are some video updates that he shared.
Vean, gente, yo realmente no creía mucho en estas cosas. Yo vivo totalmente solo. ¿Escucharon? Yo vivo solo, aquí no hay nadie. Se los juro, yo vivo totalmente solo. No puede ser, o sea, no puede ser. Estoy cagado. No puede ser. Estoy cagado. No puede ser. Dios. ¿Qué mierdas? No seas tan mamón. No, puede ser. No puede ser. No puede ser. Dios. No. Vean, les juro que acabo de escuchar no sé si vieron, la maldita silla moviéndose. No puede, maldita ser posible. Vean, yo estoy solo, yo vivo con nadie, no hay hilos. No puede ser. Ay, Dios. No hay nadie, no hay ni mierda, no hay nadie. No hay ni una mierda, no hay nadie. ¿Qué hago? ¡Ay, puta! ¡Mierda! No. Dios. Mierdas. No seas tan mamón. En serio es porque Ayer hice una grabación, son las 3:21 de la mañana. Ayer hice una grabación en la noche y sobre un bombillo. Quiero que ustedes chequen. Ahora que lo voy a meter con el video. Yo le puse play y escuché algo que me tiene muy atemorizado. A mi gente les quiero enseñar algo. Son como las 3:30 de la mañana. Ese bombillo es algo muy extraño. Por dicha ya la actividad como que se ha parado, no han sucedido cosas extrañas. A veces llego del trabajo y encuentro cosas en la cocina o en mi cuarto, en otro lugar, y no sé cómo. Quiero enseñarles algo. Vean que no es mi flash. Ese bombillo lo tengo apagado. Está apagado y sigue brillando. No entiendo qué mierda. No entiendo. ¿Qué fue eso? Escuché algo. Parece escuchar algo. A ver. Es muy extraño. No sé si es que se mantiene mucha recarga de energía o qué mierda. No entiendo.